People from the Middle East have claimed that they are sacking Hindus from jobs, something that is a clear overreaction. This comes after Indian goods were being boycotted in some supermarkets in Kuwait. How is this justified and allowed? Over 7.6 million Indians have and work in the Middle East and now are at the threat of being removed from their jobs. This has happened after incitement from India baiters on Twitter. So how does India address this overreaction, and why is it that Indians losing jobs in the Middle East is not being condemned by anyone? What lesson does this teach us? Well, let's look at that with our panel. Joining us at this point is Ashok Sajanhar, former diplomat. We are also being joined by Major General Dhruv Katoch, Strategic and Global Affairs Analyst at this point. Professor Madhav Nalapat, Editorial Director of the Sunday Guardian, is joining us live. Major Mohd Ali Shah, Defence Analyst, is also live with us on the broadcast. Rubinder Sachdev, International Affairs Expert, also is joining the program, as is Professor Asif Ramiz Daudi, South and Middle East Asia Foreign Policy Expert. Let me also, in fact, quickly go to Major Mohd Ali Shah at this point as well. Major Mohd Ali Shah, on steps we can take. You know, these incidents, of course, very shocking. They're coming in from a number of countries. We were just discussing who's perhaps behind it. But what can be done to protect our diaspora abroad? Is this correct to be taking this protest and this outrage to such a level now to harm individuals who aren't even involved in the controversy? Major Mohd Ali Shah, how do you view it?
Uday, it's incorrect absolutely to what the Gulf countries are doing by boycotting the Indian workers there. Until I came on the show there, I was aware of the fact that the Gulf countries are saying we will not take any Indians in our companies. But it was news to me when I heard it from you. And then, of course, after that, Master Sajanhar, and then now the General has just spoken about boycotting Hindus. I mean, that's ridiculous. It's really pains me. It's really, I mean, it's going to have repercussions. It's terrible. It's criminal. And Gulf countries are one of the most sought after destinations for Indians to work abroad. We have 8.7 million Indians over there, out of the 13.5 million foreign people who go abroad. When I was in IIM Calcutta, I was studying there. We had people who were actually aiming to go to Gulf more than US or UK for that matter. So that is the kind of people, and that's the intelligentsia I'm talking about. The labor class is separate. People who go there as electricians or as grade 5 employees, that's a different thing altogether. So yes, and let me tell you one more thing. I have been to Kuwait on a couple of occasions. I've gone there to do a talk. I've gone there to perform a play. I've been to Kuwait on a couple of occasions. I've received a lot of love from them. The royal family of Kuwait was there personally, yes. But then they need Indians more than India needs Gulf as well at the same time. If Indians need jobs in the Gulf, even Gulf needs that cheap labor. They need Indians. We are very skilled. We are brilliant in everything possible. And when they make out a ruling, I don't know, it was news to me. I cannot confirm it. I am going by what you spoke about, they banning the Indian Hindus over there. That is, I condemn it wholeheartedly. I was shocked. It pains me completely. And also the 95% of the food imports from there are again from the Gulf again. So it is really, really sad and disheartening. And certainly it will, and as Professor Madhav Nalapat correctly said, I totally echo his words. You cannot, two wrongs do not make a right. Nupur Sharma, who the Indian government has distanced themselves from, the channel where she spoke distanced themselves from her completely based on her remarks. She even gave out a disclaimer later on that, she withdraw the comments. Based on that, if the Gulf countries are going to make a mountain out of it, it is really sad. Okay, agreed. If the religious, and secondly, it's an internal matter. I think we are quite capable of handling things on our own in India. But as Mr. Sachdev said, that the government cannot do much if it's a personal choice. By saying that, okay, I will not fly with this airline, I will not consume this product. It's my choice, I will consume that product. The government cannot dictate that. That's their choice, yes. But again, when we go ahead, the best way is a dialogue. We have to explain to them that, listen, there is a gross misunderstanding and Nupur Sharma does not represent India. If at one hand, this has happened wrong, at the same time, there is a Major Mohd Ali Shah in India as well, who has always been treated very, very fairly by Indians. And as per them, Indian Hindus oh God, I've never done this Hindu-Muslim ever in my life. I've never even heard of it. In fact, the environment where I've been brought up, in a boarding school, one of the best schools in the country, Lawrence School loved it, in a fine organization like the Indian Army.
Okay.
We've never heard this Hindu-Muslim thing over there anywhere.
Okay, we'll have to leave it at that. Appreciate you joining us, all of you on the broadcast. My thanks to our guests for joining us.